supporting the same criminals that committed horrible, horrible crimes against you. And what are these horrible crimes? One of them is that of the NSAS. For those who remember that time very well, people who are responsible for that should never be seen in a room with people who are saying they want to redeem Nigeria. But here you are. People who are responsible for funding terrorists, rehabilitating them, renaming villages that are invaded by terrorists. Somebody like El Rufai and co. It shouldn't be in any room at all. It should be in prison. But in your course of looking for one better Nigeria, you would have to stand up and defend El Rufai. So me, I'm used to that kind of switch among all of you. But the reason why I think, this may be the time that the entire thing we shall, go up in smoke. So something must probably lead to that. So at the end of the day, the people you called criminals, destroyers of that contraption, you are going to have to line behind them because, as they say, you all have common enemy now. And that common enemy is Steve Numbu. So now let's see how far they can get rid of him. Whatever the theory is, though. Now let's leave that for a second. Just for a second. Sorry, I found this one, the Gandola stuff. Have you seen this? It's a picture, though. It's also AI.
No, we got those videos. No, we got those videos. No, we got those videos.
So I saw that somebody used an AI to get to get that into a motion picture. Now, Omoyele Sowore have started another campaign in his own kind of like a usual way. Okay, he's had the history of the police brutality against him severally, and somehow he still chose to begin a process called the police protest, right? Police pension protest. Lately, Sowore has been meeting with some of the retired police officers who served for over 3 decades, 35 years, and they were being paid a severance package of $1,500. A campaign that, among hundreds of his advocacy, right? Police must be paid better money. The same policemen protecting the criminal politicians. And he shared the stories of few of them. Here is one. This one is an old man.
Baba, da fatan kana lafiya. Sannu. Muna buƙatar sanin sunanka kuma waye kai.
Sunan Sambo Bello.
Na'am. Daga wani ma'aikata?
Daga Nigerian Police retired 2014.
Ka yi ritaya a wani matsayi ne?
I'm the inspector.
Inspector na ɗan sanda kenan. So lokacin da ka yi ritaya a wannan tun daga lokacin zuwa yanzu shekara 10 kenan da ritayan ka. To a shekara 11 nan da kai ritaya, shin nawa ne aka baka kudin gratuitin ka, sannan kuma nawa ne ake biyan ka pension?
Yanzu an ba da tunawa 2,200,000. Kuma pension na za a jana 20,000.
20,000 duk wata kenan ake baka a matsayin pension. Tun daga lokacin akwai wani kuɗi da su wayannan ma'aikata na Fencom suke cewa za su baka ne ko kuma?
Babu, ba wani kuɗi suka bayar.
Ba wani kuɗi. Iya kawai wancan da aka baka shikenan, ba za a sake baka wani kuɗi ba. Kuma haka kake rayuwa. To kun ji dai. Wannan tsohon inspector ne na ɗan sanda wanda ya aiki tukuru wa ƙasa na shekara 35 yana aiki a wannan ƙasa ba dare ba rana. So a yau na zo muna interview da shi ga abin da yake faɗa, kuna ji da bakin ku. To wannan irin su suna nan ba su da adadi, suna nan da yawa a cikin al'umma. wayanda aka zalunce su, an zalunce su, an yar musu da hakkokinsu, an ƙi a tallafa musu. Suna nan da yawa waɗanda suna da irin wannan hali. Sannan ku ne waɗanda za ku sake jajircewa a matsayin ku ne 'yan ƙasa, waɗanda za ku jajirce ku faɗa wa waɗannan tsofi, waɗannan dattijai, waɗanda suka sadaukar da rayuwarsu da shekara 35. Allah Ubangiji ya ba mu nasara, ya ba mu iko.
He was a police officer for 35 years. He retired in 2015, 10 years ago. And upon retirement, they paid him $1,500, which is equivalent to 2.2 million, 2.2 million naira. But look at him on that one. They said he's a retired inspector of police. Is that a high rank? You know, you have the Kuruntu, and then you have, I don't know, what about their ranks, right? 35 years. And they have been paying him Naira Goma, Shida Goma. Goma is 10. It's like they are paying him 10,000 naira every month for his pension. 35 years. Can't be like person we don't mad for 35 years. Police officer in northern part of Nigeria. I just seen somebody who is a retired police officer. We can't look like person we say they don't mad. Like he's been mad for like maybe 40 years or something. Say, how long have you been mad? Say, it's been a long time. Oh. Really? Wow. So I've been mad for, I first started madness. I first mad in 35 years. Wow. That's some experience. So somebody who served as a police officer. You don't have to be very rich, but you should be able to have a moderate pension that should be able to take care of him, but not in Nigeria. There's another one. That one too served 35 years. They gave him 2.4 million.
Good morning, everyone. I am retired DSP from the Nigerian Police Force. I retired last year. Just last week, I received a text from the trust fund pension that I should come and they have received my bond. I should come and apply for my benefit. On reaching there, they give me consent form to sign, which I saw they listed my benefit. One, my gratuity is 2,070,000 naira. Second, the arrears, my 9-month arrears, 9 months, is 368,000 naira. And my monthly pension is 46,055 kobo. The whole total they are to give me is 2.4 million naira. 2.4 million naira, the whole total. And the monthly pension is 46,055 kobo. I don't even know. I don't have to say much, but I only want to flip. I want to flip to the Mr. President, our President. Good morning, everyone.
It's coming. So police officers, and you know we don't like police here. It is not because you in particular as a police officer that you've done anything to me or anybody on this platform, but we know you are working in a system that you are hurting people every day, to the point that while you are hurting them, you are even thinking you are doing them a favor. You call yourself a good police officer. I mean, I'm a good police officer, or the rest of my team, they be, those ones, they know they, but I am the only one that, you see, I'm the one that is always calming them down. Something you tell yourself that you are you are good. We don't like policemen. But that doesn't mean that a failed system that they themselves have been protecting, unfortunately, which is their own share of, may Nigeria not happen to you, may Nigeria not happen to you, Nigeria happened to them in the way that they spend their lives protecting the criminal politicians, protecting their own interest. Whether these ones participated or not, it doesn't matter. It is the collective institution that is built on the blood of innocent people in that contraption. So we can say our mind and at the same time call out a system that treats them like that at the end of the day, because it is the same system that treat everybody the same, treat everyone like piece of rag, even worse. So you, a police officer who knows that your pension will likely not be paid, and if it's paid, inflation would have taken everything off. Do you know that if that 46,000 naira pension is collecting every month, if this was the economy that Bokwari handed to Tifnumbu, that 46,000 naira would be over the minimum wage. And the value of it in today's Nigerian naira, 46,000 naira in today's value, to start with, is over 160,000 naira. And, or should I say, it should be paid 160,000 naira, which in today's value is the 2 years ago's value is 46,000 naira. But inflation has finished it in his hand. If he falls sick like that, or if he is on any kind of a life-saving medication, he will soon die, because that money can't feed him, not to talk of paying for his medication and all that. And there are millions of them in that category that Nigeria is dealing with like that. Not just police, you see military, you see retired. It's horrible. It is a system that continue to breed criminals. What do you expect now? As a police officer, you are a police officer working in Nigeria. You have been a police officer for 2 years. And you are looking at a man that's out for 35 years. Your salary and whatever it is they are giving to you, you are going to end up, because in 35 years' time, maybe they would have increased your emolument or your pension maybe to 5 million naira in 35 years' time. 5 million naira. But the inflation there probably is like a 1,000%, that your 5 million naira will have a value of a 200,000 naira of today. Because it is what these criminal politicians are capable of doing. Their actions are not only dealing with those who are here now. The actions of these criminals also deal a terrible, terrible damage, on those who are still coming. Generations who they have not born right now. There are some people today, there are some children that they have given birth to today in Nigeria. But probably 80 to 90% of them have no idea what is waiting for them. So you and I who are here now, we can easily project what life will be like for the coming generation in Nigeria if things continue like this. So that should worry you. It should, because it worries me. It worries me. And that's why I want a lot of us also to kind of feel like that. The system that somehow today, because somehow you are getting crumbs from their table. You know the implication of all of their actions. But because of the crumbs you are getting from their table or the promise of it, they decided to help them to continue to sabotage a system that will eventually come to punish you later. They give you guns, they don't pay you well. You've seen those colleagues of yours who have sustained serious injuries enough that they seemed abandoned by the system that they are willing and ready. In fact, they are ordered to protect and defend. I don't know who is listening to me right now. And I don't even know if I'm speaking to a certain part of you. As it is, you are somebody that exists in a chaotic system. There are criminals who are benefiting from it, would love it to remain so. You're putting your life on the line for criminals who would never move a limb to save yours. So you're obligated to protect them, protect their loot, protect those around them, and then, protect them from the danger. And what is the danger they want you to protect them from? They're not asking you to protect them from the terrorists. They're asking you to protect them from the people they stole from you. So it's up to you. Imagine somebody who is subjected to the kind of welfare and treatment that these guys have subjected their own armed forces to. Yet they still gave them gun. Imagine the audacity, giving guns to the people you are starving, people you are stealing from. So don't wait till your old age, Joe. Somebody asked a question earlier. If Sowore will be running for president in 2027, well, the answer is yes. Yeah. He is currently the AAC national chairman. They tried to hijack his party from him. If you remember, Sowore started his own political party because he doesn't want to have anything to do with all of these guys. So it's like sometimes some of us also misses that. When you talk about opposition and the coalition in Nigeria, yeah, we shouldn't be kind of like naming Sowore in the same sentence with them. Sowore's action, right? That some of us feels like they are like excessive and whatever it is, like you've described. It's like we are the one missing the point. And I'm saying it now because somebody mentioned it in the comments. If Sowore wanted to be part of these guys, like Peter Obi believes that the good, the bad, the ugly is what it's going to take to challenge somebody like Tifnumbu. But at the same time, his condition is that if it's just for power, then he's not going to be interested. Anyway, Sowore wouldn't have anything to do with them. He would not have anything to do with them. He went on to go and register his own political party. It was an effort, right? Called the AAC, very at the top of their voters' ballot paper. So he is their chairman right now, but he's likely going to resign as the acting chairman or not chairman. He will resign and he can be the candidate. So he will go alone. He will go it alone, right? So when you're talking about those who are talking about one Nigeria, so we should possibly just separate Sowore from the flock, I think. And if he can, if he can pull his weight again this time, somebody said he can't pull his weight when people are not backing him. Others are saying, well, to those of you who are the one Nigerians who want to participate in their charade, you can easily just pull your weight behind Sowore too. However, some of them have also openly said his utterances his utterances in particular, especially every now and then that he keeps calling out Peter Obi, makes him alienate those who might admire, him from him. So anyway, just for the mention, because there are so many things that Omoyele Sowore is doing, and so many of them are actually fighting for people that we almost don't talk about. You get what I mean? So once in a while like that, it is always better to promote, what he is doing. But in the political space, it seems everybody is picking their sides now. And as day matters, we'll bring them up onto my Egun's Diary Political. So it is believed that as the Northern Nigeria or the Northern politicians, their allies,